Hello. In this webinar, I will show you how to use MyDocSafe plugin for Zoho CRM. Once the plugin is installed, each contact sheet in the CRM will have a new button called Sign with MyDocSafe, which appears here in the top right corner. And you could use it to send documents for signing straight from Zoho. So let's try to click it and see what happens. So in this tab, in this pop-up, you can upload the document you would like the signer to sign. So you can choose the file and then open it. The email is already predefined. You see a message box where you could specify the welcome message, or you could leave it blank. But let's say I would like to say, "Hello, please sign, thank you," and then you click send. Now you have two options. The first one is you select the first one when you would like to define the signature fields where the document needs to be signed, and you select the second one if you don't need to do that. It may be that you just want the document to be quickly approved and it's a routine request that doesn't need to require further customization. So if we click send, that document will be sent out for signing straight away. You don't need to do anything else. But the signer will not sign the documents on a dotted line. The signature will be appended to the final version of the document. And I will show it to you in a second. But first, let's try to send the document for signing again, this time specifying signature fields. So again, I'm clicking send and I click yes. So now what happens is we are moving to another tab. We are transferred to MyDocSafe platform. If we're already logged in, the document will open up straight away. If we're not, we would need to provide our login details. Here, I've been logged in already, so all I need to do is to drag and drop signature fields. I can scroll down to the right page. I can provide the date, text box, checkbox, paragraph, other types of fields, and I can do other things with those fields. I could resize them, I could change their name, I could make them optional, I could add the default values. So there's a lot I can do here, but once I'm done, all I need to do is click on the Send Document button. So once I click that, MyDocSafe will then package that request and send the email to the signer with the welcome message. So now I can pretty much close this button, but actually I'm not going to do this because I would like to show you what happens on MyDocSafe side after the action is finished. So now let's move to the signer's point of view. So let's log into the signer's inbox, and here it is. We have already received two requests, two emails. The first one, if you recall, is for signing without specifying signature fields. So let's see what happens here. So if I click proceed, then the document will open up in a viewer, and here there are no signature fields. I see the message repeated here. All I need to do is click on the approved document, and I can either draw or type my name and then add the signature, and I'm done. As simple as that. Now, what happens if we then click on the second request, which was configured in a more complex manner? So all the signatures were dragged onto the document. Now, if I click on that, as you can see, I have a different button. It says jump to the first field. So if I click it, I'm moved to the right place. And here I can type my name or draw it. I can edit, and I can jump to the next field. Now I can add the date, jump to the next field, and only once I'm finished with all the fields, the button changes to submit the document, and now I can click it, and I'm done. So the signer's experience is very straightforward in both cases. So now we can move back to your perspective, your MyDocSafe account. So if I now return to my account, what I will see is is the folder where the documents will be saved. So as you can see, MyDocSafe creates a folder called Zoho in the documents area, and all the documents that have been sent out are placed here, and as well as the signed versions of those documents. So all of them are filed away in one folder, so you don't need to do any housekeeping for a while. But at some point when this folder becomes well, very busy with hundreds of files, you may decide to actually start filing them away in specific client folders or in portals, and all those options are also available, but they are beyond the scope of this webinar. So let's move back to our Zoho CRM and see what has happened here. So if we, I think I should refresh the screen just to make sure that all the data has been imported. And here on the bottom, you will see the history of the documents that have been sent out, and depending on the method, the data presented will look slightly different, but in both cases you will see the record here in the CRM. But to download the original, if you need to, you would need to go back to MyDocSafe, where you could into the Zoho folder where the signed version will be saved. So that's pretty much it. One single button, separate for in each record, 2 options to send documents for signing, very quick action. Of course, MyDocSafe is capable of dealing with more complicated e-signature requests, but for that, we would encourage you to actually log into MyDocSafe and configure the documents there. This would be the case if you're sending a document to multiple parties, or you would like to send multiple documents all at once. For simple actions, the plugin is more than enough, so you don't need to leave Zoho environment for them. All right, well, that concludes this webinar. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the plugin.